During one Thanksgiving, my grandpa was telling us a story. He told us that week a very attractive girl was in the elevator with him, and he struck up a conversation with her and said that he's an artist and that how would she like to come up to his apartment for some posing and some romance. And he's telling us this, and we're all kind of dropped our forks, at the Thanksgiving table. When my grandpa died, my mom and her brother and sister went to his apartment to clear things out and see what they might want to keep. And one of the things that we ended up having is his autograph book from 1924 when he graduated high school. A lot of these messages in his book are signed fellow graduate, which is a nice use of the word Jew. All three of my grandfather's kids did very well. My uncle was a nuclear physicist. My aunt became a publisher, a very successful health food and pet magazine publisher. And my mother married an ad executive on Madison Avenue. My grandfather looked like William Powell, like kind of a swarthy Jewish version of William Powell. He posed in bathing suits quite often for some reason. Not sure what that's about. The crazy thing is I doubt we ever spent an afternoon together, all on our own. The only time we'd visit is when my whole family would visit. And so I never really, knew him. I remember one time we were on a vacation and we were on some kind of hayride, and I had to sit on my grandpa's lap, and I guess I was like 6 years old or something. But I don't remember it being a particularly comfortable, warm memory. It was like sitting on a bench. There was really no warmth there between grandpa and grandson. My favorite memory of my grandpa is probably that he used to make up stories. I'd be staring into his beer and watching all the bubbles cascading up, and he would tell us stories, and he would make them up. So there was definitely a hidden talent there that he didn't pursue. What I still remember is him telling me he had never introduced his family to the woman he would marry. He didn't bring her up once, and then when he was ready to marry her, he just brought her home one night. He smoked pipes, cigarettes, and cigars. His first job was fetching sandwiches and cigarettes for mobsters that were playing cards in Brooklyn, and kind of like Spider and Goodfellas, I suppose, but without getting shot. And that's where he fell in love with smoke. The Climb the Ladder of Success, which is signed Your Kid Brother, Benny Stark. Success wasn't something that meant a whole lot to my grandpa. He was very unambitious, and maybe he needed more doodles like this, more symbolic doodles to motivate him. Aim high. He's the only one in my family that drank beer and watched baseball. When he was passing away in the hospital, his last words to my father was just, "That's it." That was how he summed up his own existence, with those two words, "That's it." It's strange to end up with a possession from someone you didn't really know and weren't all that close to, and now you have some intimate artifact, from their life. That's just strange and makes you feel somehow even more of a stranger in your connection to them and than you might have been already.